one of these teams are going to be out. They will be eliminated from the tournament as well, so there's a life on the line here. So essentially, they're gonna have to make sure they're gonna have to play their strategies right.
Yeah, it is a battle for survival after all in this losers bracket. As we wait for the players to get ready, they just got invited to the tournament server, and I believe they are going to do the roles to protect. I think they are doing the protects, and New Zealand is protecting. Rice number 5, Supernova, is more of the vocal dump type of technical.
Yeah, interestingly enough, all these protects are coming out on the Rise side. Though I feel like because as well as you may know that New Zealand and Italy has been, I think, pretty consistent on their protects so far. I might be wrong because I haven't seen their protects in like round of 32, but as I may recall, that both of these teams have been protecting mostly Rise, so or at least one of them maybe must have been SV, but I think the strategy might be trying to get into their weaknesses, and I think protecting Rise might seem like a good, I think an interesting one at the very least.
I think it's really interesting that they stick to their guns in terms of protects. Well, that gives information that they have the same kind of protects, maybe, but when you face a similar country, you do not really necessarily want to stick to your guns. You want to aim for the weaknesses exactly. They are going for an LN1 ban on New Zealand's side, so that's gonna be the LN coordination out. I wonder what. Well, Italy already banned the SV2, so those are pretty different bans.
Yeah, no OS original this time, at least for this match in particular. And no, I don't think we're making the tiebreaker as it shows, but I think in particular this has been quite a huge trend for the teams to be banning mostly Ellen coordination, because in a round of 32 there has been like quite a lot of bans on that pick, but this one is no different. We have seen that much for this, I guess, for the entire tournament, I feel.
Alright, we're gonna settle into Supernova as a first pick. That is New Zealand's protect, I think. I wonder how many countries are gonna protect Supernova out of song choice.
Well, I feel like last year has been quite a trend in protecting because of the song choices. I think this this one is not that dissimilar to that.
Ban because of song choice, protect because of song choice, pick because of song choice. Just
at the end of the day, it's just kind of subjective. But you know, I just never quite understood if that's the case.
It's
but
just
that
K-pop
happens.
thing, I think. I mean, I enjoy K-pop from time to time. Like, I think Supernova is a really good song. Like, aespa does some good stuff.
Well, to be honest with you, I have no. I actually barely knew the artist, so I just never knew.
Okay, I'm gonna unveil my mask. Supernova is the only song I've ever heard from aespa. So I'm just bluffing at this point.
I guess we're not quite known for those yet.
Yeah, nah, well, I'm not too into K-pop. Like, I haven't delved into the song genre, like the music genre very much, but I think like the vibes, the catchiness, I think I can respect that a lot. But let's go back into Osumania 4 key. This is going to be the first pick of the match. Supernova, Rise 5, New Zealand versus Italy.
I'm like some kind of supernova. Watch out. Look at me go.
Just some notes to the vocals, as you would expect from the vocal dumps anyway.
Yeah, I think for starters, it's going to be a battle of accuracy, and then I do think that both of the countries have similar accuracy trends right now. They are trading the lead.
There's no lead whatsoever, though. As far as accuracy go, there may be some stray 200s, but so far nothing stood out.
Yeah, they are on the exact same trend, but Angela's gonna catch the first miss. That's gonna be tremendous for New Zealand.
Size quite a decent lead so far, just from that one particular miss. Angela's miss might have been clean, but at the same time, I think take some precautions here and there because of the second half. I think.
Yeah, the lowest accuracy on New Zealand's side is going to be row beats with 99.8. Another miss going to come from Very. Italy is in a precarious situation on this pick in particular, and Very is going to catch another miss. The Italians not quite woken up yet. It is 10:30 a.m. in Italy as well, so quite the time disadvantage for now. I hope they were able to warm up. What is going on?
Yeah, like repeated misses coming out from Italy, and I feel like the lead is pretty much unrecoverable. 60,000 points deep into the song, and I don't think that's gonna make a dent in that lead whatsoever. Although might be some slight things over there, but no harm, no foul there. 1-0 to New Zealand.
Oh, that is very unfortunate. Like, we could see in the beginning that Very had probably one of the best accuracies. Well, everyone's accuracy in the beginning was like really good. You could feel that every single one of those players was able to just get really good accuracy on those picks, and I don't think those 12 misses are representative of their usual performance.
Yeah, at the end of the day, this is pretty much New Zealand's protect. They are very well versed at it. So Italy doesn't lose that much of a, I guess, momentum going on there.
Yeah, like worst case scenario, they can catch up in another pick. I think Italy is a really good rice. Is a really good rice lineup, and I think they would be able to get a break point since they have fairly similar accuracies. Simo, top of the line, top of the lobby with a really good ratio right there. You could see it.
Let's see what Italy has to go for, but I think at this point, when you see both protect spin rice, you're kind of being put into an awkward situation because which one of these rices that are not protects that New Zealand might have to lose their marbles here?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure what Italy's strategy is gonna be here, and oh, there.
Oh, okay.
LN, like density to start with.
Hachiku no Shiawase. Again, this was one of those. I guess you could treat this as a kind of a quite jump stream-ish low note pick at the same time. So New Zealand doesn't do too well on the, I guess, most of the LNs in like around 32. Maybe in that particular information, Italy might have an edge on that.
Okay, we see some lineup changes on New Zealand's side. However, I think Italy's gonna be mostly winging with the same exact lineup.
Yeah, only the bottom row of the New Zealand team has been changed.
So I think New Zealand has more of a versatile lineup than Italy. Italy has some really strong carries, and that's how they work. I think a lot of countries function differently depending on who they can get for the countries. It's really interesting to notice. I think the Italian scene has been made of really good all-rounders in general, so it's very interesting to see the different dynamics, and it'll be interesting also to see what kind of performance those people can provide to us.
Yeah, might be hard to sharpshoot as well. Being OD 7.8 might be on the higher side on the LN side. You can argue maybe because of the jump stream that you can go over the OD a little bit higher, but at the same time you're kind of risking a lot of more 200s along the way if you're going into accuracy too much.
Yeah, I think at 192 BPM, it's not yet at the point where people are going to struggle in terms of physicality. So having that OD here to really put the emphasis on accuracy and ratio is a really good determinator, especially between those two countries. It's going to be a great determinator for the winners bracket matches, but here it's going to tell us a little bit more about people's accuracy on LNs.
As usual, intro doesn't have anything too much to offer other than maybe just some flicker, no lead whatsoever.
Ooh, one miss, like the first miss on New Zealand's side from Blixer.
Twice there actually.
Oh, that's really unfortunate. And the accuracy is also dipping towards below 99%. That's not a good sign. And you can see like the accuracy on ALE's side is also surviving.
Oh,
as you
wow.
say, yeah, as you say, the OD 7.8 is doing a lot in terms of putting those accuracies down.
Already catching up 4 misses from New Zealand side, and Italy still going particularly strong. Although Mike, maybe Ray's accuracy is a little lower than everyone else. Maybe Blixer we have catching like 5 misses at the same time too.
Yeah, honestly, like you can see a similar lead that New Zealand had before on the previous pick. However, here I do not suspect technical difficulties, but a miss from Perry. Like that was a fairly clean miss.
Oh,
that
twice!
Miss was not clean, however, and Simo is gonna accompany them.
It's gonna need an extra miss, I feel. There's only 3 misses caught up by Italy, although Blixer already missed like 5 to 6 times already. It's gonna be an extra miss for the lead to be caught back up, but I think we're running out of time here though.
Yeah, like the lead is not really enormous. Like 20,000 points is recoverable with a little bit more time and way more drastic misses, I want to say, from multiple people. Yeah, let's look at the ratios. I do think that Italy has the advantage with 2 people towards 500 and 600, 300s, whereas New Zealand is just going to have one Mr. Robeats with 986k, which is a really decent score, all things considered. Compared to the lobby.
Yeah, Angela's and Roby's 300 count has been separated by 9. So essentially, there's just only 100 different points apart there.
Yeah, I think you can see like really similar dynamics, like Angela and Robeats leading the pack, Simo and Koyu having second place, and having a third player just kind of fight for survival here. Really interesting match so far.
1-1 here. New Zealand has to respond with something, and they're going for, I guess, A. We'll just call it A, or head, or like, I don't know, swinging their hand.
It's the 4chan map.
Yeah. I mean, when I saw this in the map pool, I didn't expect that FF4 is coming back in, especially for this one.
Yeah, this is a really quirky high 19 pick. Like, when I played this map, I was like, what is this map?
You thought Happy Arnold was not strange enough for you.
And if you remember Happy Arnold, then this is something else. You have a lot of anchors, you have a lot of long jacks, you have a lot of many things that will make people miss. So I expect at least 5 misses across the lobby.
Yeah, it's the same artist as well. So Happy Arnold was based on the CJ, and then A also by them as well. Just also the same mapper as well, in which no coincidence, but there's that.
Alright, Robeats, Blixa, Midian versus Very, Timo, and Angela. Very, don't forget to switch the teams.
This is a mixed bag of.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this is. I feel like I don't know what to expect because I've seen like one match like last year. I believe it was like Thailand versus Vietnam on the Happy Arnold. Whether they suffer the same fate on the very end because of they forgot to time the long jacks or whatever. I'm kind of afraid that this turns out to be that way. But let's see what happens there.
Yeah, I think this is the most unpredictable Rice pick of them all because I think since New Zealand and Italy have very similar ratios, very similar Rice accuracies, it's gonna come down to the misses, and you cannot predict the misses.
All right. Wow, there's a lot of 200 by Blixer on long jack there, but Very actually trades in with 100 on the roll.
Yeah, Very did the same thing actually, so they traded the accuracy drops.
It's one of these games again. Simo with a miss there.
It's a very clean miss for now.
Well, Very caught up to Blixer's accuracy and by a much faster rate. Blixer needs to catch up with the act game here because the lead fight actually starts to slip away here.
Yeah, Angela is just having a lower accuracy than Midian or Roby, so it's not
Here
quite
comes the
the
jump
lead
stream.
coming back to Italy yet.
260 light medium density jump stream, which might actually caught some people, maybe on terms of accuracy. Very is the I guess the second one maybe, and Blixer trading that out actually surprisingly.
Yeah, Blixer does not drop a lot of accuracy, still having a clean miss, and having clean misses is really important at this point of now, but it's coming really close!
It's one of these games again, Midian missed on the, I guess on the kind of a transition roll, and another one actually.
No, that's gonna give a substantial lead to Italy right now, but 10,000 points on this kind of pick is nothing. It can swing back in the last quarter of the map. It can still swing back.
I guess that's one of those spiky transitions at the end of the charts too. What I'm afraid of, because it's one of these games again that the lead might not actually mean anything.
Oh, I'm really scared right now, but we're coming towards the end of the map and nothing yet. Blixer misses another time before the end. It's gonna be a break point for Italy?
Yeah, there it is. There you go. There's a break point for Italy, and may I mention that Simo only missed once, and then the ratio is actually disgusting.
Yeah, no, like, New Zealand has to be afraid of Simo right there, because if Italy can have a really cohesive performance like here, they are a force to be reckoned. Like, look at those ratios, compare those accuracies. I think Italy has the advantage in terms of accuracy, at least. It just comes down to how many times can Italy miss, and how many times can New Zealand also miss in return. It's going to be a battle of survival, a battle of keeping combo, I think, in terms of sustaining Rice.
That's a break point, and Italy does get a chance here to double their lead, or at least making them 2 points ahead.
So I think Italy might still go for a lens because that's their safest category by far, as we saw on Eden 2 before. Hybrid is also a possibility, though I think Hybrid will be a little bit more uncertain. It kind of depends on how each of the two teams can maintain combo on each of those picks, because a lot of those picks are really combo breakable, I would say.
Or they can go with the curveball and say Horizon Moon. Oh, they're actually going for introduction. They're straying away to the hybrids now.
Now, introduction is a really interesting pick because I think like introduction is really abrasive towards the later half, especially. You have a lot of those coordination and bursts, especially that are really, really chokeable, both in terms of accuracy and combos. So I think Italy going with the quote-unquote raw skill kind of pick is kind of a statement to be made against New Zealand.
Not sure if New Zealand is able to capitalize off that chat's information for Italy, saying where he doesn't have the map, so take that for what you will.
I think it's the kind of map that you can probably perform well on side trading. Like you can react to the bursts and so on, but I think you have a greater advantage knowing the map, knowing what the map has to provide, because Taishi's burst design, I would say in terms of sound design, is a bit more unpredictable than your usual map.
Looks like they're probably staying with the same players, all 6 of them. Oh, we're seeing the wrong background, but should be synced up soon enough. There you go. This just seems to be able to have a little bit of rocky start in the intro, seems like, but should be caught up to where you just close enough.
Yeah, just very similar performances in the intro for now, but this is not the heart of the map yet. Let's go.
Again, why is this in round of 16?
Yeah, this is really hard to sharpshoot, and for now, I think the entire lobby is doing a great job of sniping that. Blizzard's going to be a little bit behind in terms of accuracy, but we're going to wait to see if they really miss. They did miss.
No, they do not.
So, yeah,
So we're
now,
actually entering the, I guess, the second half of it. I'm really scared of what happens. There's no lead whatsoever, though.
yeah, like for now, Italy has a slight accuracy advantage, but I think that the later half is going to be the greatest determinant.
Oh,
Especially
okay.
in terms of combo. I was gonna say Angela, please.
I don't know if that missile might have been a long release, but I'm not too sure. The lead is just still nothing. Both Robits and Simo is actually trying to tank as much damage as possible to make sure the lead doesn't go any other side. Simo with the bit right as I said that!
That is heartbreaking to see. Like, this is Italy's pick. They have the accuracy advantage, I think.
Oh,
but,
very.
Oh no, but no full combos from Italy's side. That is... Oh, that is devastating, but New Zealand is doing a great job of maintaining the combo game. Like, oh my god, yeah, 3 FCs versus none.
We're coming over to the end here, and this is already quite a huge lead already coming to the end. And against all odds, that's a breakpoint back to back.
Yeah, back-to-back breakpoints, and I think New Zealand might have gone for a combo strategy rather than an accuracy one. We're going to compare the ratios here, but I do think that Italy on paper has the greater accuracy, and coming down to the totals, I think they have the slight accuracy advantage. Not so much on... Yeah, they do have the accuracy advantage, especially if you compare the 200s. But the combo advantage is... Well, they have a full lobby, full combo on New Zealand's side, and no full combos on Italy's side. That's just a pretty straightforward statement.
Yeah, it just so happens that they are able to hold on, and New Zealand's able to reap the rewards for a breakpoint there. 2-2.
Really interesting match so far. Again, First point was Rice versus LN. Second point was a break point on Rice versus Hybrid. So the dynamic is kind of all over the place, really. You see like the Rice versus LN dynamic, you see the combo versus accuracy dynamic. There's a lot to be said about this match.
And New Zealand's not trying to stay away from the Rice, they're still staying in for Bulapase. And yeah, looks like no changes whatsoever. They're just still staying in. Absolutely flying throughout the chart. There's no break in between of it.
Yeah, I think Italy has, well, some players in the lobby have to play all of the picks in a row. So I do wonder if stamina is going to play a role in the long term here, because if we go towards tiebreaker, I think some of the players might get a little bit tired.
I would dread to be able to play tiebreaker after all these maps though, to be honest with you, because after everything else the hybrids and Rice thrown at you, I cannot imagine the situation these players would be in.
As has been noted throughout the match, Italy has a slight
accuracy
advantage. Yeah, for now the accuracy advantage still goes to Italy. Simo's miss was really the most clean you could get, whereas Midian is gonna dip into the 99.3, 99.4.
I would absolutely lose my mind if this is a third breakpoint.
Yeah, are we gonna play breakpoints up until tiebreaker? It's gonna be really funny. It has happened before.
We're not out of the woods yet because the mini jack's starting to kick in a little bit more towards the end.
Yeah, each of the two teams have two carries who are really close to 99.9 or 99.8. So it's a really similar dynamic.
This is Travis Simo. Oh my god, Simon Berry collapsed over there. New Zealand's taking the lead there.
What a disaster. Oh my god.
Simo's miss has been very, very dirty, and New Zealand's taking over the lead.
Yeah, you see this lead? This is the power of combo and just sustaining your survival. And New Zealand's not gonna get broken up.
Oh my god, that is a shame because Simo's ratio is actually so good.
Oh my god, 76? 76 300s on this one, and wow, those judgments are from the chokes, really. And I think like Italy's greatest demise here is gonna be the misses. It's definitely the misses.
Let me tell you plain and simple, these players doesn't have more than 151 300s. That just goes to show these players have the control to play all of these Rice now. And now they're actually going for, I guess this would count as a protect for Italy too, the core jacks.
Yeah, that is very interesting to see because on paper, Italy has been getting the better accuracy on this pool, but the way core jacks are architectured in MWC is that they make you miss really easily, especially in the bursts, and the anchors, and everything that can throw you off, really.
Well, we're probably going to be seeing low 100 300s. Or I guess double digit 300s, I guess, because core jacks, for the nature of it, just keeping up with the metronome more than anything.
Yeah, I think the ratio battle is going to be way more defined on core jacks because getting good accuracy on core jacks is a lot more different than getting good accuracy on streams or even tech.
Yeah, we'll see, because I'm kind of interested to see, because the core jacks, you know, as far as many players go with how they would try to sharpshoot core jacks to the best of their ability, and this is no exception. OD's actually, I have never seen like OD higher than 8.5, and Korjak's 8.7 might be a good solution to that.
Yeah, I think on Korjak in particular, it's not gonna change people's accuracies quite a lot. Like you can see, like Simo and Derry are maintaining 99. Were
Ooh,
maintaining
early miss,
99.
and Angela as well. That must have been the 50 and a miss for a bit because the accuracy is now comparably lower than everyone else.
Yeah, it's a bad sign for Italy to start with, but if New Zealand can miss afterwards, they still have the advantage over the 400 combo cap.
The lead might be sizable for New Zealand, but this is still the first third.
Yeah, it's not the hottest spot yet, and we are still awaiting New Zealand misses, but New Zealand has been continuously getting better combo than Italy so far.
Well, Bray is recovering very, very quickly from 99 to 99.74. That's probably the highest pace of recovery for Barry's accuracy there, right there.
Angela, please, do not lift the brakes.
The break section is the hardest part of the chart. What do you mean? Okay, it's trying to falter maybe quite a little, although the lead is extending to New Zealand right at this point from 17,000 to 20-ish thousand. Might be some accuracy drops here and there, but this is still not that much in comparison because there are only like 2 misses, maybe 3 because Angela missed twice.
Yeah, I mean, look at New Zealand's team performance, however. Like 99.88, 87, 92, like this is a really cohesive team performance.
No!
And let's go! The curse has worked on Blixa! Let's go!
Blixa with the miss, but the lead does start to dent, but coming up to the end here, I don't think that is gonna damage too much in the lead. Although, I would say this is the third breakpoint. Okay, oh my god, 35. 35,
No.
alright. Alright, fair enough.
Okay, Italy, okay. No way! Those accuracies are something else, for sure. And might I remind you, like this is C28 versus C21.
Well, I guess round of 16 has to be like, what, 150 BPM core checks right now? I just don't think these these are gonna matter that much. But New Zealand has the advantage here, like a 2-point lead. And, you know, because Italy lost their protect, bad situation for Italy to be in though.
Yeah, 4-2 is basically having their backs against the wall, but compared to round of 32, they have 1 extra point to play with. It is best of 13 instead of best of 11. So it is the first to 6 points instead of first to 5 points. So still a little bit of breathing room.
Ooh, okay. Going for Spiral of Airbus, the jump stream. Although I guess even though the BPM jump isn't that much higher, because I guess Senko no Furai was like 225, and then Spiral Rebus was only 235, which is only 10 BPM. But this is also Lemon's jump stream.
Yeah, it is very chokeable. It is very chokeable, but you saw even on the core jacks, Italy still had the accuracy advantage in terms of ratio. So if Italy can get a good combo going, they definitely have a chance to upset New Zealand and get a point back, get the momentum going, shifting towards their way.
Lemon's jump stream have these tendency to have deceptively tricky one-handed trail patterns that are very, very easily chokeable. and this does seem to play their risks. I feel because New Zealand
Yeah.
has their combo going on up until this point because the first two maps have been shaky.
Yeah, speaking of very, either they're trying to restart their computer game or something, or they are gonna get a substitute in the name of Anthony.
Yeah, not staying very for Italy, bro. I guess that must have been understandable because up until this point, the chokes might have been quite a detriment to the performance from Italy.
Yeah, I think getting a substitute in is also very useful to kind of get the mental reset as well, because some of those players in the lobby again have been playing all of the picks in a row, so it must have been getting into their mental, especially on a round of 16 map pool. Round of 16 map pool for those seed levels is very stressful because you have to focus on both getting a good accuracy and getting especially maintain the combo. Any combo break is a really detrimental hit to not only your score but also your mental.
Might have hit a accidental 200 from Angela at the very intro because the I guess the accuracy starts from like a 98 already. Oh, and actually taking quite a bit there in the intro.
Yeah,
maybe because of the LNs here.
Yeah, thank you to the LNs on the rice pick. What are those LNs in my rice pick?
Who put these noodles in my jump stream? so much relying on, you know, I guess the LNs in the jump stream just already looks a little odd, but when these starts to kick in, this is the real deal.
Yeah, let's see where the dynamic takes us. This is a much more straightforward pit than what we saw before, so maybe New Zealand is going to have a greater comfort here. We can see Million and Robies having a really good trend in terms of accuracy.
Fairly good start, but this is just... Oh, I actually almost forgot. This is also quite long as well, like almost 3.5 minutes. Or I guess maybe just because of the length itself, might have been this like one skippable section or whatever.
Yeah, it's going to come down to how long each of those players is going to be able to maintain this level of accuracy. Angela is going to be the first to fall, however, with a miss. Fairly clean miss, I think.
This is still going on, and New Zealand's accuracy have been pretty stable so far. Simo's trying to rival... Never mind.
Nice. Nice.
Alright. Whatever. Alright, moving on. We got some... all the accuracies on New Zealand are very, very good. They're quite stable.
No! No full combos remaining on the other side. That is devastating for the Italian side. New Zealand still has those full combos intact. New Zealand has been grasping this full combo game. Like this, the full combos are the entire reason why New Zealand is in the top right now in terms of points.
I mean, their consistency has been... They regained their form. Well, I guess not for Robies anyway, but the two MCs are on New Zealand side there.
Man, we just had to talk about the combo from New Zealand, and Anthony's gonna miss another time. The combo is definitely not on Italy's side, but I'm really curious to see how the accuracy is shaping up, because New Zealand might unexpectedly have the accuracy advantage on this jump screen pick.
Quite a lot of lead going on after a couple of misses from Italy, and this clearly shows because New Zealand's rise consistency has been superb.
Yeah, now the misses coming from Italy's side are really unfortunate, and that's how the 30,000 point gap is just widening as we go.
Oh jeez, these are wild, wild. Although match point for New Zealand there.
Yeah, 5-2, and I can tell some of those players are getting a little bit tired. Maybe Angela has played too many picks in a row, actually. So I
Well, same for Simo does too. Is after playing after like 8 picks, or I guess
Mhm.
7, not 8, 7 picks in a row.
Yeah, that's quite unfortunate. 5-2 is a really tough situation to be if it were Italy. It is Italy's pick though, so the ball is in their camp. They can go back to LNs. They could take a break and go for SB as well in terms of physicality.
Tricky situation. There's only one rice left. I don't know if Italy wants to go that for sure. But there's a couple others out there. Maybe they can go with SB because for some reason they do not want to go there. All right, we're exhausting all the rice now.
Yeah, they're gonna go for rice. They're gonna go for what they know and not gonna be gambling on either LN or SV. I feel like LN or SV is an area where none of the two teams are really comfortable at all. So not really daring to go for it, especially at 11 a.m.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'm calculating the BPM for this. I'm assuming this is like around 320 BPM just because of 1.8 snap. 160
Yeah.
BPM seems quite high if it's a 1.8 snap.
Yeah, 320 is how high we have to go this year because, well, in terms of physical picks, I think a lot of countries have been sharpshooting them over the years, so it makes sense that we ramp up the physicality while the technical side of things, we just kind of do the same, I would say.
Maybe this is a turning point. Because after this, no more rice picks, and New Zealand has to force themselves to pick anything, which is hybrid along with SB, which doesn't seem to pick any one of them.
You know what the song choice reminds me of? Like, you see those anime comeback arcs. You always have this song choice that is really inspirational, like this shonen arc of the main character coming back from the bottom and just rising back to victory. This is what can happen to Italy.
This is not anime. What do you mean?
This is Osu. What do you mean? This is literally anime.
Yeah, sure. There's no such thing as a TV-sized anime that is longer than 1 minute and 30 seconds. This is clearly almost double the length.
You get extended content here on Osu Live. What are you complaining about? Let's go. I have full hopes on Italy right now.
So far, just the intro of it. We haven't got to the meat. Although there's a 100 on the Orlando Elixir there. I saw it just right there.
Alright, this is still the intro. We are not yet on the speed part.
Yeah, I was like wondering, where's the 1.8? I thought it was like, this is still like 1.6. Oh, there you go. Alright. I'm scared. These accuracies are insane. For us 320 EPM streams, where he takes the first miss though.
Yeah. Very is going to be the first one to give up, but Midian's going to trade against Very. Still a very clean miss, however.
They're not out of the woods yet. There's still quite a bit to go. I should remind you that Timo and Angela is beating both Robies and Mini in terms of accuracy. Just purely off of that, because Barry's have been missing twice. Though there's not that much of a lead to go for.
Yeah, this is still entirely recoverable by Italy, especially on such a physical pick. I feel like any of the New Zealand players can give up on the last part.
Maybe once the stream kicks back in after these LN, I'm assuming. Alright, there you go.
Yeah, 6,000 points is nothing if
This
you have a catastrophic miss.
Made a 200 from New Zealand that I saw there for median.
Yeah, still nothing though. Oh, Midian!
That's the cleanest miss that you can get. It's the
two misses. The trade.
There's a trade. There's still quite a bit to go though. I'm not too sure. The leads can go half anywhere there.
Yeah, 3,000 is absolutely nothing. It can swing back in the blink of an eye. Do not blink. No.
That's the Blixer miss. I think the miss comes up way too late. And it does seem Italy cannot come back from here.
Collapsing, but Barry, it depends on Barry's performance right here. But from the back of the scene, we still can see that New Zealand has won by 4,822 points. Congratulations to New Zealand for getting the seed upset against Italy.
Very, very well fought for both of these teams, especially for New Zealand coming from behind for at least a couple of picks, but they regained their form with their consistency over every Rice picks, and absolutely for sure for like one hybrid pick and a one core check protected by Italy, they regained their form.
Yeah, honestly, a really interesting match to kind of start my day. It was looking really balanced in the beginning, and especially on paper, you know that Italy has this sharp shooting skills, but New Zealand has gotten it back through sheer combo power. And that is a force to be reckoned, especially in quarterfinals where they will be going next week.
Yep, this is when round of 16 only has like a one match per lower bracket teams, and for that, I feel like for New Zealand in particular, it has to be wary for the upcoming pool because probably you have to be wary because of the difficulty increase as well. So consistency might have to be sharpened a little bit more for that.
But we have a lot more matches coming up this weekend, including the next one. It is going to be Vietnam versus Russia. I think this is really interesting because Russia has been a force to be reckoned this MWC. Like, do you really expect Russia to be seed number 10 in MWC?
Well, especially for Russia, there has been quite a bit of a roster change, and I believe we talked about this a bit earlier on in like around 32, where Russia's as a three-player, I guess the three-player team mainly for the most of the picks, they have been performing superbly well. And round of 16, we can see they can go upset with the Vietnamese here.
Yeah, I think Russia has the power to scale long term, and Vietnam has a little bit of a roster change as well. So, despite being seed 7, their position is not quite invulnerable. So, look forward to that match 40 minutes from now. We're gonna take a break, however. So, I guess we'll see you for that match.
Yeah, take care.